Hey guys, we are going to tour my house today, but not only are we going to show you some befores and afters, but we are going to design the house together. I'm going to show you some updates I want to make, let you guys help me make some decisions. So, come on up. We've made so much progress on this house. It smelled like cats when we first came in, and not just like one pet cat, like thousands of cats. The paneling was peeling off the wall. So are the floors. Floors coming up, I guess a little moisture issue.
Well, and there was a giant hump in the dining room, and we found out that the flooring underneath just hadn't been pulled up. We thought there was major foundation problems.
But it was just 10 layers of
It was crazy.
There was pony walls everywhere. So it had so much potential. It wasn't like the worst house ever.
Oh, definitely not. Your last house was the worst house ever.
Well, before that was the worst house ever. But we had a very limited budget and we got really, really far with it. So now I'm excited to share what we have completed along with the befores and what we want to complete. But I'm recruiting your design help to help us, make these decisions. One of our previous tours, our friend said, we asked her, what are some tips that you have for renovating or completing a project? And she said, recruit a friend. So I am recruiting you guys to come along the design process. And one thing that's going to be really cool about this is I think we should take all the comments, all the polls, all the votes for these rooms, make the design boards together, and then go live and show the design board.
That would be so fun.
All together.
Yeah.
This is Mom's first time hearing this. I had this idea earlier today.
I'm along for the ride.
She's along.
I just find out.
I'm so excited to share today's tour sponsor, AG1. And listen, if you're a supplement critic like I am and was, I need you to hear me out on the last 30 days using AG1. So good. My energy increased. I feel less stressed. I have clarity. I know that it's improving a lot of things like my immune system. So just overall, my experience was amazing. I also felt like it kind of was a domino effect for my health in general. So I'd start out my day with AG1 and then I'd be like, okay, I did something healthy. Let's do another healthy thing, like eat clean food, get a workout in, get 8 hours of sleep. So I loved the domino effect of doing something simple, like taking a supplement. And y'all, with our filming schedule and just the hectic schedule of being a mom along with that, I needed something that was easy. So I love that about AG1. Normally, when you take a supplement like this that's green and powder, it is not the most delicious tasting thing, but AG1 actually has an amazing taste. It's slightly sweet, very mild, not very earthy. We use the phrase super foodie when we were trying to describe it. My husband actually just cleaned out the garage, so I think he could use some of this to rebuild his energy because, we all know that's a crazy task. And he can tell us a little bit about his opinion on the taste as well. Give it a go. Wait, let me go sit here. Okay.
Pretty good. It doesn't taste like I would think it would taste. If it was like green and got all that stuff in it, I think it would taste gross, but it tastes kind of tropical.
Tropical. Head to my link in the description below to get a free 1-year supply of AG vitamin D3 plus K2 plus 5 AG1 travel pack with your first purchase of AG1. Now back to the tour, guys. Let's go to our newest project. Space number 1 in the house that we are sharing is actually not in the house, but it's my new home office. And you might be like, that's not a home office. But it is mine because I have no space for one in my house, but I do have an RV port. So when the Rickersons, which we recently toured, said that they were selling their travel trailer that's beautifully renovated. The befores are absolutely insane. I can't believe what they've done.
I said, I want to buy it, but I have nothing to do with this travel trailer. Like, I just loved it so much. And Shelby's like, you're very impetuous, Mom. We're not buying a travel trailer. I'm like, must buy travel trailer. And then you were like, wait,
Ding, ding, ding. I have a RV port. I can put this in the RV port. It's got a plug. I can come out here and get my work done while the kids are playing in the house with my husband. It's honestly been amazing. The last 2 blog posts and videos that we've published have been made at this glorious table. Very unconventional, but maybe one day we'll travel in it as well. But you know, in this video, we're going to vote and design together. So one design decision that we're making in this travel trailer, like, I love everything Jenny's done. She went like kind of a Western theme in here, but I wanted to put my own spin on it.
yeah.
And so Mom used this amazing wallpaper from Wood Chip and Magnolia, which is the same brand that is in the Playroom, in her powder bath. And she had a little bit extra. I don't need much. But I was thinking about replacing the Western wallpaper right there with the Wood Chip and Magnolia. You can hold it up as you want it.
Well, here's the thing about it. It totally matches the velvet on the sofa.
I don't know if this is velvet. It's is it velvet? It's like
It's a velvety
it's a velvety fabric. So
fabric.
I want you to comment if you think you should keep that wallpaper or use this wallpaper. I'm also going to pop up some inspiration photos. It's definitely already got the vibe without me making any updates at all. The other decision I'm trying to decide is if I'm going to replace these wall sconces that are throughout. I think I want something with a little bit more vintage feel. These kind of have an industrial feel, so I think a little vintagey. Okay, living room. So the most controversial thing that we did in the living room was we painted the beams because they were just flat. They're not, I don't even know if they're real wood.
They were really not pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Added the fireplace, put up board and batten to cover to replace the old paneling that was peeling up. And that was actually cheaper than drywall.
Yeah, so Shelby had a little over $30,000 to spend, which sounds crazy for an entire 2,000 something.
This house is 2,800 square feet, but I mean that 30,000, it was the flooring, it was paint, it was, I mean, really any finish that was in it. So we had to layer, like we added this fireplace. We didn't add that initially because I was at like $30,100.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that was it. That was what she had. And so one of the biggest obvious investments is the flooring. So you went to a surplus store and got this flooring. The flooring is amazing.
Yeah.
It had friends help us find a contractor to lay it at a decent price.
Yeah.
And so we were looking at things where we were coming in saying, can we work with that paneling? But the fact was, it was literally peeling off the wall.
Yeah.
So
some updates I've recently made since, I mean, we've toured this home many times. This is not, some of this you might have been like, okay, girls, I've heard this so many times. But you are going to hear new information today. If you are a regular viewer, these curtains are new. They're from two pages, I believe. They are, what are they called?
I don't know, but they're amazing.
Well, they're trained. They're pleated and they're trained. It's a fridge pleat and it's trained.
They went to school.
No, they just keep them in that shape and for, I guess, 30 days or some amount of time and steam them that way so they hold really well. It looks really well designed. It looks elevated, which is what I'm going for sure. Yeah. So I think everything else is pretty much been shared. But as our family has continued to use this home, we have learned some needs, and I think we host more than the furniture we have.
Yeah, so you weren't really ever hosting before you moved in this home, and you had to really learn, okay, I need to have enough chairs and enough space for people to gather inside of a room.
Yeah. So the vote in here for the update that I want to make, I love this room. I love the fireplace. I feel like it has a little bit of a modern flair with like my random gold geese that we got from my husband's grandmother and like the light, the wall sconces and the art. Like I love that it's like modern meets vintage. I feel like this is very much my style, but it's missing the function that we need today. And so I'm on the hunt for the perfect furniture combination. So either adding an additional sofa to the sofa that we have, additional chairs, or maybe going back to a sectional, but a sectional that's got a thinner chase. So I've looked at the homebody ones. So I guess the choices for this room are, do you think I should add another sofa, maybe like a velvet, like a different color? Or do you think I should just do this homebody sectional that has a chase that's thin so it won't feel like a movie theater room? It'll feel more sophisticated but give the seating that
I vote for that. Am I supposed to tell them my votes?
I guess so. Mom's giving you for, The other thing that I'm thinking about, we're going to move into the playroom. I'm thinking about moving this coffee. Well, it's not a coffee table.
It's a trunk.
It's a trunk that I've turned into a coffee table into the playroom.
Because why? Your basket for toys is really
it's being overused, but also I think I want a new coffee table in the living room because you think it's not elevated. I didn't think it wasn't elevated because I really liked this inspiration that I found here. But then when you said it, now I can't get it out of my head.
Sorry.
So anyways, I'm gonna update that. But one thing that's super popular in the playroom is definitely the coffee table in there. Y'all love that you can stick the two stools under it and it becomes a color table, like a table for kids.
So we were just out shopping and we just kept sticking stools underneath this table until we found just the right fit.
Well, I think we started with the stools.
Did we start with the stools?
I don't know, but we were literally going around at home and trying to find the perfect table.
And it works.
So yeah, I love that you wouldn't know that it was supposed to be a table for kids. Like it's literally made for the kid, or I use it for the kids to color on. That was my sole purpose. And it looks just like a table that would go in any room.
But now, we have sanded this table down a few times just to be fully transparent because it has been colored on with permanent markers.
Oh, it's every
watercolor. But it's great. It worked.
So, but I am thinking about putting the trunk there and then putting the stools by the wall, by the window. So that's kind of something I've thrown out there because my son falls off the stools, and so I feel like having them away and not, all like pulling them to where my daughter can still use the trunk to, as an art table, but maybe not as accessible. Yeah, my 1-year-old who is a little bit more brave than my daughter. So that's your vote in the playroom. Should we swap out the table, keep everything else? The other thing I'm mulling over in this room, can you guess? I've been talking about it for a while.
Maybe do something in the ceiling?
Well, yes, but more than that. I'm thinking, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, painting the whole room dark and moody.
Oh, I'd like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I've seen a lot of it. I was thinking about even color matching the charcoal in the wallpaper because the wallpaper is my favorite thing probably in the whole house.
Yes.
It's amazing. And so we picked the wallpaper because it was like in view of the living room and it felt sophisticated even though it was a playroom. And so now,
but it's whimsical.
And whimsy, sophisticated. I mean, not everybody's going for that in a playroom, but that was my focus. And so anyways, I think the color match thing is definitely, so should I keep it light or go dark and moody, swap the coffee table, or keep it? Those are the votes. And here, it's time to move in the kitchen. And I have a lot of changes I want to make in there.
I'm scared.
No, you know.
Okay.
Do you?
I think.
Yeah, okay. So I really actually love my kitchen. I love every bit of progress we've made. We made a ton of impact by using everything we had. We just added cabinets on top of the existing, replaced the doors, saved tons of money that way.
Well, you were fortunate because of these countertops.
Yeah.
So we did want to rip out this. Usually when I come in, I immediately, in my mind, I want to rip out a peninsula. But this one was just so pretty.
Yeah. And honestly, it's functioned so far. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying one day I won't, blow everything out. I don't know. You never know. Could you live here forever and want to, modify everything? But so far, this really is an amazing kitchen functionally. But kind of what has, and I know that people will love this because one comment we get a lot is, why is it so much white? Okay, neutrals are in, guys, so just don't say that. But I will say, I do want
we're loving the warmer colors.
I found an inspiration with a Farrow and Ball pigeon, and it's almost green. Like it's like a greenish blue, but very light, very muted, still very that earthy organic that we're seeing everybody use. But I also love the mushroom that everyone's doing. So I'm trying to decide.
Will you paint them yourself?
Yes.
So that'll save money.
Well, that'll save money, but also, so I've done that. In our previous home, we painted the cabinet, and that was actually one of the easier DIY projects. I did love that. The only thing that I'm worried about this time is I only had one kid when I did that last time, but my kids start school next week. And so if I can just schedule it around, like make sure everything's taped off, maybe I put him to bed, tape everything off, send him to school, and do the first coat and just eat out that night. And then, yeah, so I've strategized in my head. Anyways, so your vote in this round is keep white, go mushroom, go blue. I've actually asked this before, and it was pretty much the mushroom. It wasn't the most intentional ask ever. It was like very like, what do you think? You know, so
how long does it take? I mean, we do help. Of course, you have the best husband in the whole wide world, and he takes care of the kids. Is it like a 3-day?
Well, if I do 2 coats and a top coat, it would be 2 days.
Okay. So not bad. I can help. Andrew can help, and then they're in school. So we'll do it.
I think we can. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what I'm mulling over. If I'm going to do that, I do know there's 3 drawers right there. I know that I want to take those out. And then we did the Lauren Tanner home tour, and I love the way hers were with this big chunky wood in that, and it's open, and I can style it that way. So I know I want to do that. And I'll use the shelves that I have right there to do that. And I was thinking about doing a counter to ceiling cabinet that all my dishes could be, and then everything else could really be open other than just 2 shelves right there.
And you're going to get this rendered so we can see.
I should, because I'm second guessing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like the shelves again. I think it was just everyone started to, and I'll admit, because we tour homes for a living, like full time every single week. We are going into someone's home, and I've been seeing it's very trendy right now. No uppers, no open shelves, just walls. And I think it's beautiful, and I love it. But then I'm also seeing people curate these shelves really well with all these finds. And so I'm going back and forth. The color, I really feel strongly about it. But the open, I'm kind of like,
I don't know. I can't help you with that until I see it in a picture.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so that's here. And then the dining room. Okay. Lots of ideas there. It's always felt boring to me. It's not that I don't like it. It just has never been done. I haven't invested any time in it really at all, because the only thing when we moved in was there was the pony wall. So we ripped out the pony wall, and that was really all we did. Moved the furniture that I had in the room. I know the light fixture frustrates me. It's from Pottery Barn, and I've ordered and returned the shades on it. They've never screwed in right.
They don't sell this anymore, do they?
They discontinued it. I'm sure
everyone's probably not happy.
The problems with it. I love Pottery Barn. I don't have any.
No, we love Pottery Barn.
But this particular light fixture, and they tried to make it right, and I could have taken it down and returned it, but who has time for that? And so I'm thinking of just tearing it down and putting can lights. So that if I want to move the table forward, I want to do a circle table. I'm pretty limitless in the positioning of the furniture in the room. But then, so I want to know your vote on that. But then the other thing that I was thinking about is putting a bench seat. So that would limit the space of where the table is. But I will say that was so functional at the old house. I had an entire bench seat.
Well, what I love about Stephanie's is she can take it out. So you don't have to actually build it in. You can make a bench that looks built in and have it just flush against the wall.
Yeah. And Stephanie's been helping me, our friend Stephanie, which we've toured her home, and you can see that. I'll link that in the card. I texted her, I was like, what do you think I should do? And she sent me this inspiration where it's not a real bench. It's not built in. It is built the same exact size.
Not a real bench.
It's a beautiful bitch. Everybody does air squats when they come on thigh workout. Okay. Gosh. Someone said last video that we were unprofessional for laughing. I'm like, I am so sorry you thought we were professional.
We never said we were a professional ever. So whoever got that.
Oh, man. Okay. A bench looks built in, not built in, but it has these beautiful upholstered, like, they're hung on a rail.
On a rail.
And it's with this block print. So I really want to do that. But
I love that.
I need to find a table. Like, I love the idea of an oval, but the ovals that long are
so expensive.
But I'm like, maybe it doesn't have to be that long, and there can be kind of empty space with, but I think I would need to like put some sort of,
what if you put cabinets on either side?
well, that's why I threw out to Stephanie. So bench seat with cabinets. That's the vote we just decided right there.
And none of that is really costly except finding that oval table. Everything else you can kind of DIY or
I can't build a bench that big.
Well, anyway, we can have someone build the bench, but then the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, that is why budgeting and kind of processing. So I'm going to show you guys at the end my worksheets, kind of how I process this and time this, because budget is, I mean, I don't have an unlimited budget at all. And so planning it and phasing things in to where you can achieve them over time. Okay, my dream for my home is this. And when I look at my budget, when I look at what I'm prioritizing, when I look at my inspiration, this is what makes sense. Because the problem with home design is it is very much a domino effect. You subtract this, oh, I'm going to do this bench seat. I might as well paint my whole kitchen, and then I might as well get a new sink, and I might as well. And it never ends. And
I do think you need a new sink. She really needs a new sink. Yeah, a lot of these things are just fun and functional, right? What we're talking to you about is fun and functional. There are some things that you really actually need to kind of update because we did.
Well, I bought a sink, factory to the kitchen, bought a sink. It didn't fit the hole. The hole is weird, and they cut it. I mean, so if I try to cut an even shape, it's going to take out the hole where the faucet goes. So I really need to find, like, IKEA has where the faucet is in the actual sink itself. But I was trying to decide, do I want an apron sink or maybe I can go like full vintage. I've also thrown out the idea of doing a soapstone sink. Super expensive.
That's my vote. Of course.
It's very expensive, but I think it'd be really cool contrast. So, we will see. Let's go to the kids' rooms and show the updates that we haven't shown the kids' rooms very much, but I think it's a good. I think they're inspiring. Okay, so I believe last time we shared this room, it had a crib in it. So when we moved, Quinn was teeny tiny. Like from 1-year-old to 3-year-old, it's like a completely different,
so cute
human. It's crazy how So she has a big girl bed. We found this on Facebook Marketplace. It was a Pottery Barn find. Really excited about this one. It's Trundle, so if the cousins ever come, they can stay. We redid her doors and did this, like, what do you call that?
Paint?
No, that's
trim
on it.
Yeah.
Did, like, the picture frame molding.
Right.
And that was super easy DIY project. We added some new shelves that were from Antique Farmhouse. We also got a scalloped table that's very similar from Antique Farmhouse.
The scallops are so hot right now, y'all, and I'm trying to find a way. I mean, you can make them modern in your homes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to bring them into my home. They're so cute.
Yeah, and I love them in here.
Oh, so sweet in here.
So her room, super cute. You go down the hallway. There's a guest room. Not going to show you because it's actually functioning as a junk room right now. And
well, it's put together normally, but right now we have some things we're switching around, a new mattress and some things, and so it is technically looking like a junk room.
Yes, but normally it's really, I don't have I don't hold on to things very easily. So
she gets that from me.
Yeah, I want it in and out. If I'm not using it, I got to get it out of my house. But you go down the hallway and we have a bathroom. Mom shared the budget of the house when we originally came was $30,000. We've redid 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, and all the flooring. So, I mean, it went far, but the bathrooms took a lot of the budget. Believe it or not, that vanity was original. We just replaced the doors and painted it.
Oh, we replaced the counter.
Well, we did replace the counter. In that one, it was a remnant, which saved tons of money. Then we did the built-in in the end, and actually the base of that linen cabinet was
already there.
So it was just the top, and then we found the floors up floor and decor. So I have nothing I want to change about that bathroom.
No, and your wallpaper in the bathroom, everything is just so cozy and cottagey and sweet.
Yeah. My son's room also down.
So cute.
So cute. The only thing I'm processing that I think I'm going to put him in a big boy bed sooner than I did her because he is very mobile and getting out of the crib makes me nervous. So I'd rather it just be a bed. I think what I'm trying to decide is, do I put the bed exactly where the crib is and just leave everything with the...
Yes.
Okay. Or do I do something...
No. It's the cutest room. It's just really so cute.
And I love it.
I feel like we made it a little gentleman room so it could grow with him.
It can grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really love that. We did that the week before he was born. So
yeah,
that was a fun. Okay. So we can share the master maybe.
Why don't you do an overlay of what we've done from other videos? Because again, we are in the process of filming
another project in there, and so it's not done. But what I will say is it has made it a long way. And what I do want to do in there is pretty minimal. There's a little nook. I want it to make like an office area. I was really wanting to do that before we got the RV. And I got the RV and I've been using it so much.
I still think the nook, we took the closet doors off. You need to address it because it does look like a hole in the room. So
I was going to say I was pulling the shelves. When I wanted to pull everything out, I was going to pull the shelves from the kitchen and put it in the nook.
What about a makeup vanity?
Well, yes. I think I just need to make a vanity almost like Jenny's from it doesn't have to be soap stone, but it's like that with a little drawer.
Yes.
And then a mirror on the wall, and then maybe one shelf where I can put a little decor or something.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah.
And maybe some vertical shiplap. But before, I had these big plans to make a drawer in the wall where I could put my printer and hide everything, but still get all the work done. But my kids still, even if I worked in there, they would beat down the door and find me.
Mm-hmm.
So
they smell her.
They smell me. If I'm out of the house, nobody can sense my presence.
Yeah.
That's really the goal. It's just to get far enough where they don't think about me as much.
You have dedicated time. It sounds like you're just always trying to escape your children, but she does have great mommy time and she loves being with them. But when she needs a dedicated work time, it is difficult.
Well, this channel has really grown and it takes time. And so I spend probably 5 hours a day doing, video editing and putting links or responding to comments. And then the rest of the day, I'm living on my kids, cooking food, doing, in the night, when everybody's sleeping, I'm doing it more. So very much a full-time gig, but I am also a full-time mom. So I need dedicated space. And if you're a mom, you can understand maybe just needing a little space from time to time.
Yes.
So I love them. They're very cute. They cute.
We say it all day. They're so cute.
Can you believe how cute they are? Them and the cat. We're
yes, we were never cat people, but that kitten. Oh, goodness.
So that's really my only plan of an update. I mean, I've thought about doing something in the little reading nook by the closet. So there are updates that I want to make. It's not as much of a priority. The bathroom is amazing. I would.
It's a great bathroom.
Anything. But I will say, when I renovated this house, that was my primary focus. And it was one of the areas that we ripped out everything. Like nothing. Well, the vanity is.
Yeah, the vanity is the same. We did add the doors, but basically it had this odd door and it had some other weird, funky features that we needed to rip everything out.
Yeah. So I did think a lot about that one, and that's probably why I have no updates that I want to make in that bathroom, because because the bathrooms were the highest cost in the renovation. I thought about them and the floors. Yeah, I love the floors and I love the bathrooms. There are other places in the house where I've still been processing because I just did them as far as I could go, and then there's always more.
And y'all understand that. You go as far as you can go, and then there's things that you just like to, add later as you go, or as your family changes. You're hosting so much now, you need more space.
Yeah.
We've been dragging in chairs from the garage for friends.
I bring patio chairs. So yeah, there's just things to be updated. So I cannot wait for your feedback. I'm going to put the date right there. We're going to do a live. Okay. We're going to do a live, and we're going to make design boards together. Mom and I have actually launched a product sharing how to plan your designs, budget your designs, and really just actually complete them, whether you're doing them in phases like me or you're doing a full-blown project. Having a design plan, having a design all together is really going to help you complete it. So I will leave that linked below. We will design together on this live right here. Make sure that you vote in the comments, leave your feedback. I cannot wait to chat. Close us out, Mom.
All right. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let's design together.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about the chicken coop. Oh, it's okay.
The chicken coop. I mean, can you not show it now? You should.
Yeah,
we'll close it out. We'll close again.
We love the chicken coop.
Oh my goodness. It's my favorite.
That's all.
My favorite room.
There's a full video linked in cards.
All right.
For the chicken coop. Actually, that'll be the clothing. You should watch the chicken coop video.
You should.
It's so good.
So cute.
Anyways, okay. Bye.
Bye.